Maybe you haven't heard of Kyrgyzstan, but this country in Central Asia has majestic mountains and is home to diverse cultures. Lying in the Tian Shan and Pamir ranges, this place offers a lot of adventure opportunities and truly unique and authentic cultural experiences. Join me as I explore the land of majestic peaks. Before taking you on this journey, let's share a few important facts about Kyrgyzstan. First, its location. It is situated in the heart of Central Asia, bordering Kazakhstan, China, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. Kyrgyzstan is a former republic of the Soviet Union. Before coming here, some people asked me if it was safe.
Kyrgyzstan is perfectly safe. We are a democratic country. Recently, tourism is developing at a very high pace, and you can find in Kyrgyzstan whatever you like.
90% of the country is covered by stunning mountains. So we are on the way to the mountains, and what are the chances that my companion for this adventure is another Latina from Nicaragua? Here is Sandra. Hi. And this is the poor man that is going to spend 4 days with a Latin flavor in the car.
I'm still happy. I hope by end of the trip I will start speaking Spanish.
I hope so. So what do you know right now?
I know hola amigos. Hasta la vista, babe.
Our first stop is the famous Issyk Kul Lake, which is the 8th deepest lake in the world and the 2nd largest mountain lake, situated at an altitude of 1,607 meters, 5,272 feet above the sea level.
The deepest place of the lake is 700 meters. It's a glacier, it's filled by glacier rivers. 20 rivers flows in, and the length of the lake is 180 kilometers. The widest place is 60 kilometers.
Our next stop is the home of the eagle breeders. Eagle hunting is an ancient tradition in Central Asia that nomads proudly preserve. For centuries, nomadic people in this region have used the eagles to hunt for food and fur.
My grandfather used to do this practice, and I'm continuing it. The eagle's name is Akkuyruk. It's a female. She is 3 years old. Generally, eagles live up to 50-60 years, but we keep them for 20 years. So after 20 years, we release them back to the nature so that to give them chance to have a family and have offspring.
When the eagle turns about 1 year old, training begins. Today, they want to demonstrate how they work together in hunting.
Now, she wants a reward. She's not letting you until she gives the meat. Exchange. She wants an exchange. Now she released.
These nomads are also skilled in archery. While Salavat was a great instructor, I had a hard time hitting the target. It was more difficult than what I'd imagined. However, after several attempts, yay! Yay! Today we will be exploring deep canyons and majestic mountains. The drive to Bars Kun Gorge, our first destination, is absolutely breathtaking. Now it is time to go for a hike.
At the elevation of 2,300 meters approximately, and we're hiking to the waterfalls. So basically there are 3 waterfalls.
It is a short hike of 1 to 2 kilometers. While not difficult, the high elevation can make it somewhat challenging. However, it is absolutely worth it. A short walk from the trailhead leads to a memorial of a Soviet pilot and cosmonaut who was the first human to journey into outer space. After the hike, Marx brings us to a special place. This is Mark's favorite spot. It is absolutely gorgeous. He discovered it. It is actually right next to where we were hiking, but on the other side. Cheers for our second day.
Cheers for second day.
Woo! In Mars' favorite place. Rather than sticking to our original itinerary, Mars decides to take us to another special destination. We venture deep into Juku Gorge and go off-roading. We found a beautiful spot for a picnic. Solitude, beauty, and peace. This is the best way to describe this gem. So far, it is my favorite place in Kyrgyzstan. One of the amazing things of coming to a place like Kyrgyzstan is that you can enjoy places like this and you have it just for yourself. We have been driving for about an hour and we haven't seen one person or one car. And we're about to have a picnic just right there. And it's just so beautiful to be surrounded by so much beauty and nature. Mars prepared the food that included horse sausage.
It's like our delicatessen horse sausage. You're gonna love it, I guarantee.
Okay. I'm a vegetarian, so let's see what Sandra thinks about it.
I'm sorry that it's so good for the horses.
Kyrgyzstan is known for its semi-nomadic herders who live in yurts, portable round tents. Although we couldn't stay overnight with the nomads because they had already left their yurts for the season, we found a family-run lodge with beautiful yurts near the lake and welcoming hosts. It is truly amazing to see how much things can change with time. This yurt is beautiful, it's very comfortable, it has a lot of amenities, but it is very different from the one that I stayed in Mongolia in 2007. Despite the upgrades, staying in one of these traditional tents is an experience. I prefer to stay here in a yurt than to stay in a hotel. Off-roading once again. Despite the rain from the night before and the light rain is still falling, we made it to the Fairy Tale Canyon.
The legend says that back in times there was a beauty and there was a red dragon who fell in love with that beautiful lady, but she refused him, and because she refused, he was a bit upset, and every time he was making the wells, the water coming out of the wells. And the villagers were closing that wells every night with a golden lid. And one night that lady forgot to close that lid and water came out and filled the lake. I mean, that's how the lake appeared.
A rainy and cold morning inside the canyon and a slippery hike. But the colorful red rock formations were worth the visit. Truly spectacular. The experience left us wet, muddy, and cold. Our next stop promises to warm us up. It is freezing in Kyrgyzstan and we are in the hot springs, but look at that view. I have all those snow-capped mountains and I'm being very brave. I don't know how cold it is, so I'm gonna take my jacket off in this freezing weather. One pool contains cold water from the lake with a temperature of 12 degrees Celsius, while the other two pools are filled with hot spring water. So let's try to... Okay, now go, Sandra. Oh man, this is good. Sandra. Chongqing is a stunning valley featuring a beautiful river and surrounded by snow peaks. We are going for 1.5 hours horseback ride. Although our horses didn't pay much attention to our commands, we enjoyed the chilly morning while taking in the beautiful views. There is so much to see and do, but with only 4 days, we had to pick the highlights. And the Burana Tower is an important archaeological site of the country and a must-see.
It's a part of a complex. It used to be an old ancient city, Balasagun, in 11th century, and it was ruled by a Karahani dynasty at that time.
You can climb to the top of the minaret, but if you choose to do so, be prepared for a steep and dark hike. Be prepared for a steep and dark hike. Our amazing road trip has come to an end, but the adventure continues in Bishkek, the capital of Kyrgyzstan. The State History Museum is an excellent place to learn about the country's rich history and culture. Another must-stop is Osh Bazaar, and I couldn't have asked for a better companion to explore it with. Nura is from Bishkek, but today, she's just another tourist in her own city.
Welcome to Osh Bazaar.
This market is a great place to immerse yourself in the local vibe. You might also come across some unusual foods.
But the taste is really nice. No, the taste is nice.
I think I'm gonna break my teeth.
How's the taste?
Even though my visit was short, I left Kyrgyzstan feeling fulfilled. My heart was filled with peace, joy, and wonderful memories of the places I visited and the people I met.